No mercy, no remorse, and no rules. This is Phil's Wrestling Show, WWE Extreme Rules Preview. Here comes the pain. Thanks for tuning in to BWS Phil's Wrestling Show, WWE Extreme Rules Preview. On this part, we're taking a look at Chris Jericho making an attempt for the WWE Championship versus champion CM Punk in a Chicago street fight. Now, WrestleMania, it was a battle for the best. The best in the world, CM Punk, versus the best in the world, Chris Jericho. Now, in the last few weeks leading up to WrestleMania, in the last few weeks leading up to WrestleMania, the feud got pretty heated as Jericho brought in the fact that CM Punk's father was an alcoholic. And of course, he then went on to make allegations about CM Punk's sister and his mother, and you know how Chris Jericho goes. Once he gets his teeth into you, he doesn't really let go. So that went on for the last few weeks leading up to WrestleMania. And the match at WrestleMania was an excellent technical contest. There was a little brawling in the beginning there, but I think Punk and Jericho were really setting out to have a great wrestling match at WrestleMania, and they certainly did. CM Punk picked up the victory, of course, with the Anaconda Vice, making Jericho tap out in Miami. Now, of course, Chris Jericho wasn't about to let it lay just right there. He needs and lives to be the best in the world. And to be the best in the world, in Jericho's opinion, he needs the WWE Championship. So the night after WrestleMania, CM Punk had to take on Mark Henry. And after that match, Chris Jericho made a point to assault CM Punk, break 2 bottles of Jack Daniels over his head, of course after pouring some of it all over him. So things continued to heat up after WrestleMania, and Jericho's been all over Punk, accusing him of now becoming an alcoholic, which culminated this past Monday in a little scheme concocted, of course, by CM Punk to lure Jericho in. Of course, now, Jericho had sent Punk a gift basket of alcohol, which of course is ridiculous because CM Punk is straight edge, no drinking, no drugs. So, of course, Punk got a kick out of it. But later in the show, we seen Alex Riley pull Jericho aside, saying that he had seen Punk drinking. Now, of course, Jericho had to see this with his own 2 eyes. And as Alex Riley brought Jericho to Punk's locker room, he took a peek through the crack in the door and seen that it appeared that CM Punk was drinking whiskey from a red cup with the glass right there. So, of course, this got Jericho thinking, being the master of the legal loophole, that maybe he could get Punk stripped of the WWE Championship and possibly just handed right directly to Jericho, which is not that bad of a plan if you think about it. So he went to Big Johnny and said, why not give Punk a field sobriety test? If he fails, I'm the champ. So this brought about a very funny bit on Raw, in which Punk, of course, had to come out and take a field sobriety test. Now, of course, Punk put on his best drunk act, and the 2 officers in the ring, their assessment was that CM Punk was in fact intoxicated. He couldn't recite the alphabet in reverse, and he certainly couldn't walk the red-taped line in the middle of the ring. After that hilarity, of course, and after the police left, Teddy Long, who had been assigned by John Laurinaitis to strip Punk of the title should he be intoxicated, gave him one more chance, gave CM Punk asked for and received one more chance. And within that time, of course, he not only recited the alphabet backwards, but he walked the straight line forwards and backwards before pummeling Chris Jericho with the microphone. So, it's been an interesting feud. I still don't think we're at the end of this feud. I think, as for the match here tonight at Extreme Rules, I believe CM Punk will lose his WWE Championship in Chicago. Now, I don't know how, and I don't know what's going to cause it, but I believe somehow in a street fight there will be shenanigans. I believe Jericho tonight, Jericho is my pick for this match. Chris Jericho will become the new WWE Champion tonight in Chicago. and claim the WWE Championship once again. Now, I don't know who's going to cause it, or I don't know if it's just going to be a straight-up Jericho victory, but it seems like Punk has had his fair share being on top in this feud, and it might be time to let Jericho have the belt for a month. I think this finishes up probably at Over the Limit, where Punk will regain his title, but as far as tonight goes, Chris Jericho, new WWE Champion. Now, as far as the actual match, it's going to be a street fight, so that's certainly interesting. We could see something as elaborate as Goldust and Roddy Piper's backlot brawl, or we could see something a little more closer to maybe Triple H and Shawn Michaels from SummerSlam 2002. I don't know, we'll have to see. Street fights, well, they can be, anywhere from like a no DQ type match all the way to something really, really special. And of course, with CM Punk and Chris Jericho involved, it has all the components to be very special. So check that out tonight on the pay-per-view. And if you stay tuned to the next part of my preview, we'll be taking a look at Brock Lesnar taking on John Cena. Stay tuned to see what I have up for sale on eBay this week. Now available on eBay. Click the link in the description.
Those days and the lowest of the sun. Desolation.